Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Happy Pride Month. Happy hot day. Welcome, welcome. Oh, goodness. Welcome, everyone. Welcome all to the light and love that is Unity of Lawrence. Welcome to those watching from other places, and welcome to our huge and beautiful, wonderful crowd in front of me today. As you know, in Unity, we begin everything in prayer. Let's take a deep, centering breath and open to the divine in all of us and listen to this prayer. On this day, we dedicate our hearts to peace on earth. We appreciate everyone's spiritual journey and the abundant blessings bestowed upon us. In unity with all who seek to express freedom, joy, and transformation, we welcome our divine inheritance as creators. In harmony with this truth, we live to the best of our ability with a peaceful mind, a peaceful heart, and a peaceful spirit. And so it is. Amen. Our chaplains are trained to hold sacred space and pray with you one-on-one. If there's anything to be held in your heart to be held in prayer, we invite you to see a chaplain following today's service at the front of the sanctuary. We have chaplain space here and chaplain space here. And it will be Gail and Cindy. Yay. All right, now let's stand and join Holly in singing I Am Free, I Am Unlimited.
Right now, no chains that bind us. We are free, we are unlimited right now, right now. I am free, I am unlimited. There are no chains that bind me. I am free, I am unlimited. Right now, right now. We are free, we are unlimited. There are no chains that bind us. We are free, we are unlimited. Right now, right now.
Thank you, Holly. Thank you, everyone. We are free, we are unlimited. And now it's time for our unity intentions. Please affirm with me Unity's founding principle. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God, the source of all good. And now our Unity of Lawrence vision statement. United in divine love and joy, we celebrate a peaceful and abundant world for all. And now, our Unity of Lawrence mission statement. We are a thriving spiritual community, sharing love, building bridges, and inspiring transformation. With a style reminiscent of Peter, Paul, and Mary, the Green Spirit Band offers a selection of original and cover tunes that celebrate life and this beautiful planet we live on. All three members of the Green Spirit Band are songwriters and avid organic gardeners as well. Welcome, Green Spirit Band.
Feel free to sing along whenever you get your balance on it. I could speak with the tongues of men and angels.
This is the more excellent way.
But if I don't have love, I'm just a clanging cymbal.
Love is the more excellent way.
I could have the faith to remove the mountains.
Love is the more excellent way.
But if I don't have love, then I have nothing.
Love is the more excellent way. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is humble all of the time. Not easily angered, enduring the test. So never forget, love is the more excellent way. I could have the gift of prophecy.
Love is the more excellent way.
But if I don't have love, does it profit me?
Love is the more excellent way.
I could understand all mystery.
Love is the more excellent way.
But if I don't have love, it's not enough, you see.
Love is the more excellent way.
Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is humble all the time. Not easily angered, enduring the test. So never forget, love is the more excellent way.
I could throw my body into the flame.
Love is the more excellent way.
But if I don't have love, I don't have anything.
Love is the more excellent way.
I could give to the poor everything I own.
Love is the more excellent way.
But a heart without love's just a heart of stone.
Love is the more excellent way.
Love is patient.
Love is kind. Love is a more excellent way. Never forget, love is a more excellent way. Love is the more excellent way. Love is the more excellent way.
Very beautiful. Thank you very much. Jay Pryor is a speaker, author, executive coach, and lay member of this congregation. Welcome, Jay.
Thanks, everybody. Hi, beautiful people. I'm going to interrupt the scheduled program talk for a moment for a special announcement. Not really, but I want to take a minute first before I do my talk to acknowledge this community for how you showed up yesterday. So if you don't know my story, I've been an out queer since 1985. And in the late 80s, 90s, and the 90s, I led the Pride March in Lawrence, Kansas, down the street. I led the march, and it was a march. It was a protest march. It was not a parade. We were not having parades in Lawrence, Kansas. We were not having celebrations. We were having marches and protests, and I led those. And yesterday, I have never felt more supported, never felt more loved, never felt more lifted up by this community than I have ever felt in my life. I want to acknowledge and appreciate Kathy. My sister Kathy is the one that got us, registered us and got us registered for the parade. So thank you, Kathy. And then I would like to have Bethany and Sarah come up here if you're willing to. How many shirts did you make? These people, 45 shirts, nobody paid them a dime. They did all this labor on their own. They worked their butts off for us for this event. And we showed up, we represented, and a lot due to these two human beings right here. So if you would stand and rub your hands together, and if you get ready to receive it, because here it comes, hold your hands out. We love you. We bless you, we appreciate you, and we behold the divinity in you. We got you. Thank you. Whew, okay. So, today, my topic is Surrender, Dorothy. There used to be a song by Chris Williamson back in the day, and if you don't know who that is, it's because you're not an old lesbian like me. But if you were an old lesbian like me, you would know who Chris Williamson was, and she used to have those old lesbians in the room, we all know, right? And him, right? We all know Chris Williamson, right? Old lesbian singer, and she used to have this song called Surrender, Dorothy. And so I wanted to talk about this because, in here, it's so important that we all really acknowledge and appreciate. We focus on the truth of us, right? And the truth is there's no outside of us. We know that there is only one power and presence in the universe, and that is, we could call it love, we can call it whatever you want. It's one source, and that's all there is. And that includes me. Remember, I always say that, and sometimes I feel like everyone but me, right? A little pity party over here would, oh, Jay. But the reality is, it's all one. And we know that, and we celebrate that. And sometimes, golly, in life, there's stuff that seems so big that we just have to find a way to turn it over. So what are we turning over? The first and foremost thing that human beings need to turn over, and the people that learn to be the best at this, are addicts. Addicts, alcoholics, the third step is the is the step where you turn your life over to a power greater than yourself, right? And so that, what you're turning over then is, the addiction, the compulsion to want to use. But I assert that every one of you is an addict. And I don't care what you say. I don't believe you if you tell me you're not. Because you may not be addicted to a substance like alcohol or drugs right now, but I bet you're addicted to rolling around and how it feels to go gossip and talk crap on people, right? Or you might be addicted to, your phone, right? Or you might be addicted to whatever it is, right? But we as human beings, we get addicted to some of the same juice that we go for over and over and over again. And we practice those conversations and we practice that stuff over and over and over again because it gives us juice, right? There's some juice in there. There's some juice that I love. I'm a good pity party, any day, right? I can feel sorry for myself in a heartbeat. And there's juice in there, right? So one of the first things we have to turn over is when we get all up in the things that we're addicted to, right? The things that we really get the juice out of us. That's one of the things that we have to turn over. The other thing that we have to turn over sometimes, and for me this is the truth, is trauma, right? The reality is some of us have been traumatized. There are things that we have had to deal with in our past that sometimes comes up and jumps in, sometimes in my future, right? And usually it's like a perfect storm where I haven't been taking care of myself or something, but then I'll have some trauma response happening. And when that happens, it's a little much for me and I have to really turn it over, right? It's something I can't handle that right now. I got to turn it over. I got to let it go. The next thing that I think that a lot of us have to turn over are things that happen in our world. Right now, as you know, there are over 360 anti-LGBTQ laws that are either on the Kansas ones are going into law July 1st, right? So all of these laws that are being perpetrated now in our country against me, my people, technically, are things I cannot control, right? And I could stew and freak out about that and just gnash my teeth all day about that. And all it would do is give me ulcers and have me sad and angry, and then I wouldn't be functional, right? So sometimes I have to turn over what's going on in the world because I cannot deal with it, right? It's not mine to deal with today. And then lastly, I have to turn over stuff happens, right? Stuff happens. People die that aren't, people are dying that have never died before. Like, it is happening. It is happening. These are the things. I mean, people die, stuff happens, accidents happen, people, have things happen to them, you feel betrayed by people. I've been ghosted by people, I've had my feelings hurt. Like, there are things that happen in our world that just sometimes are a lot. And when it's all a lot, right, then we have to find a way to still be functional in the world and to turn it over and let it go, right? So I've been flexing my muscle in this since I was 18 years old. I had the gift, I came right out of a psychiatric unit for trying to kill myself for being queer, and I came into a 12-step fellowship here in Lawrence, Kansas. Now, it turns out I was just a situational alcohol abuser. I'm not an alcoholic. I'm an Al-Anon, really devout. With the Al-Anoning, I'm addicted to people, and whether they like me or not. But I loved that 5 years in that 12-step fellowship. For me, I baked myself in there. And for me, I'm like a dog with a bone. When I like something, I'm all in it, right? So, and for me, it was saving my life. And so learning to turn it over for me was a powerful, powerful tool. So how do we turn it over? Slide, I think. We need a new slide. Oh, we turn it over to a higher power. That's what I was going to talk about next, higher power. So while in here, we like to know that we're all one, sometimes I have to turn it over to something that feels like it's outside of me, but it's not really outside of me. Does that make sense? Because we're one. But it helps to know that something bigger, I could let go of something bigger. And so I think I need a new slide. So what I want to remind you of is this quote from Eric Butterworth that reminds us that God is, right, is in me like a wave is in the ocean. It was Enola Charity was my very first person that ever said these words to me. Hello, Enola. Thank you for being here. And Enola said to me, God is all that I am, but I am not all that God is. I like to say love is all that I am, but I'm not all that love is, right? So I am a little thread in the fabric of the love that is, of the ocean that is, but I am a wave inside that ocean, and I cannot be separate from that ocean. But sometimes I need to give it over to the whole ocean. Sometimes I need to just be like, I'm too little for this, right? I need to turn it over. So we do that. How do we do that then, right? That's the big question. Next is how. Well, let's look at a couple of ways. The most important part is that willingness is the key. When I was in AA as a young person, I was 18 years old, and I was sitting around the AA rooms with most people were in their late 20s at least. I thought they were really old because I was 18. You know, when you're 18, somebody 27 seems old, right? And so, but I used to wear a necklace that had a key on it around my neck because willingness was so important to me. At that time, these people were saving my life, and I'm not kidding. I was suicidal constantly, and the only way that I knew to make that stop at the time was to get drunk, because when I got drunk, then I didn't think about being suicidal, right? So these people were saving my life, and so whatever they said to do, I would do it. And I remember times when I thought I would frickin' crawl through glass if it meant I was gonna feel better, right? So I know that hitting a bottom for some of us is what it takes to get this willing. I hope you don't have to. What I want to coach you to get is that when you have a mentor or a coach, that says go do something, just go do it. Stop resisting it, right? What we resist persists. Get willing to do what it takes to get yourself well, healthy, happy, and successful. When you're on that path, when you're willing to do the work, you'll be amazed at what happens. Because I am somebody who has had a level of coachability because I was desperate, right? Then I had this level of coachability that has served me for the rest of my life. I am a highly coachable person. You tell me to go do something for my better good, and I'm on it, right? My coach tells me to do something, I do it. So the first piece is to just find a level of willingness. That's yes, I am willing to do these things. So then what are the things that we can actually on the court do? Let's see. First, let's focus on progress, not perfection. Because I know you people and you want to do everything perfect, and you'll even do personal development work, you try to do it right, right? And you try to be good at it, and then if you suck at it, you make yourself wrong and all that crap. So first, let's focus on progress, not perfection. But then here is an idea. One of the things that I do is I set a timer, and I have it right here on my watch. And on a day when I'm having a hard day, and I kind of do this almost every day because it's just really good for me, but I set a timer. Here's where this came from. When I was 18, 19 years old, I was having a hard time, and my AA sponsor put me on the hook to every hour on the hour say the third step prayer in AA. Now, the third step prayer in AA basically says, I am turning my will and my life over to the power greater than me, right? And I know the whole thing. I still have the whole thing memorized, right? I started doing that every hour. I only had an hour to take back my own will and fuck up my life, right? Sorry about my mouth. I only had an hour to screw it up before I'm turning it over. So I started turning it over every hour on the hour. Now, there's so much power in this. So I do it now because I study the Course in Miracles, and they ask you to do things hourly or a couple times a day. So I do it now. I set my watch. And on the hour, it pops up and at least I take a moment to just turn it over and get present. We were talking the other day, Pam was it Turkey, Pam, where they stop 5 times a day? In Turkey, a bell goes off and everybody stops and faces east and takes a moment and prays, right? There are lots of traditions where people stop throughout the day to acknowledge and appreciate and turn things over, at least acknowledge that divinity within yourself, right? So setting a timer is something that really works for me. You can let it go. And what's important in letting it go too is this power that we know in unity is one of our powers of human being is your power of imagination. Because how are you going to turn it over if you can't imagine someone taking it from you? So it used to be when I was more Christian focused, I would imagine like those big praying hands of God, like his hands have me cradled in there, right? But it still helped. I don't care. I don't care what image you use. Whatever image makes you feel good, think of some imaginative way to release whatever is bothering you, hurting you, making you feel sad, whatever that is, to let it go. But you also have to have the willingness not to take it back, right? Because that feels real good sometimes. It's like, oh, but it feels better if I take it back because I get more attention. Right? I get a lot more attention when I'm all stirred up, right? So, setting a timer. Lastly, when I'm really like bunched up, folks, if you don't know about Call and Silent Unity, they have the number is 1-800-NOW-PRAY. And sometimes if I am so sad or if I'm just got so much going on, I will call Silent Unity. They have had someone praying unceasingly, people, since 1898. 1898! That's a long time. And they will take your prayer, they will take your worry, and they will give you back a prayer. And it will be an affirmative prayer. So it won't be like, oh God, please help. It will be that we affirm and know that the love of whatever is working through the right people, right? They give you the words. Because sometimes I don't know what words are going to get me out of whatever the mind is doing. Sometimes my mind is ruminating, or I'm constantly thinking about something and need words. And if I need help, Silent Unity is always there for you. So you can always call them. There's always somebody on the other line that will never fail you no matter what time of day. You can call Silent Unity and they will help you turn it over. You can give it to them, right? And they'll hold it for you. And they even pray it. They'll say that prayer for another 30 days for you, right? And hold that for you. So if you need to turn it over, like I just can't take it, call Silent Unity, and they'll take it. They're good at it. They're really good at it. Okay, so what's next? Next. All right, so now here's the deal. In order to stay attuned, right, so that we don't have to turn everything, don't get so big we got to turn it over, we got to do our practice, right? We have to do our work. So one of the first things we want to do is meditate on the reg, right? If the only time that you're meditating, folks, is the few minutes you get here on Sunday, it's not enough, okay? It's not enough. We don't meditate enough in here on Sundays. We don't go that deep. We don't have that much time. I really am not kidding you. You got to find a way to get still. You got to find a way to get still more often than every Sunday. Find a way to create a meditation spiritual practice for yourself and practice it on the reg. Okay, it's part of my formula. Next. Practice mindfulness. So mindfulness meaning being able to pay attention to what is it that is making you so upset. Because 9 times out of 10, folks, it's only happening here. Okay, I'm not kidding. It's not happening out there right now. Nothing's happening to you right now in this room. All is well. All is well. In fact, it's fantastic. There's a lot of love in this room. So if you're here in this room right now, we're joyful, right? If you're present right now, we're joyful. And so if you're freaked out and scared, it's happening here. And that's the only place it's happening. So if we practice mindfulness, we start to notice, oh, I'm freaking myself out. Sometimes it's like I freak myself out on purpose just to get stirred up, right? What juice am I going for to just get myself stirred up, right? But notice that, because when you're mindful, you start practicing mindfulness, you start to notice, oh, I'm the one who's stirring me up, right? 9 times out of 10, it starts right here. And this is the only place that it's happening. Next. Practice focusing on something else. As soon as you can notice what you've been mindful enough to notice, then we can start creating something else. And whatever that is, in here we practice affirmations and denials. I think the only denial you really need is, I give that thought no power. That's all you got to say. I give that thought no power, and then we move on to, and right now all is well. in this now moment, all is well. But whatever it is, you got to practice, because we practice on focusing on the stank, okay? We practice it. We practice it. Every time I speak almost, I always talk about how I'm from the Midwest and how that we don't know why dogs roll in stank, but they do. And if you know you're from the Midwest, you know if you got a yard and you got something stinking in it, your dog will go out there and find it and roll in it, no matter what. And as human beings, we do the same thing. We like to go roll in the stank, man. And we do that to ourselves all the time. And then we're just like, oh, I wonder why I'm stanky. Right? We do it all the time. So we really got to practice focusing not on the stank, on what's working in our lives. Okay, next one. Lastly, you want to start gathering evidence for what you want to create in your lives, right? If you really want to, and I want every single really hear this, like if I wanted to focus on what's going on in the world right now, I could focus on all the scary stuff. And I was just telling them today in Vortex, anytime I think about those trans laws, I'm going to think about Mass Street yesterday, which was packed full of people bringing the love. I mean, it was unbelievable. I've never seen anything like that in Lawrence, Kansas. It was beautiful. And I could focus on all the scary, or I could focus on all the love. The reality, there's just as many great things happening in the world right now as there are scary things. The scary things get the news, right? The scary things bring the juice. And so it's really important that we start practicing to look for new evidence that things are okay and that we're going to be okay, because we are. Now, again, I want to remind you, next slide. Oh, tithing. I forgot about tithing. Tithing, oh my God, tithing is one of my favorite practices that gives me evidence that things are going to be okay, right? Because here's what happens when I tithe. This just happened last week, y'all. This happens to me once in a while. Because last week, I was in this spot. So the 28th of every month, I have a rather large sum of money that just gets taken out of my account to pay for a loan. It's like a loan payment. And it's a chunk of change. And it comes out on the 28th of every month. And so it's last Sunday was the 28th of the month. So I'm here in church, right? And I pull out my checkbook, and I know for myself, I'm like, if that clears here, then, right? And my brain starts doing that. Do you get this as mind? Mind starts going, blah. I'm like, no, we don't do mind. We do spirit. So I write the check. I write my tithe check, I put it in the basket, and I have faith. And it happens all the time. It's like, am I going to make that or not? Guess what? A whole big check came in by Monday, and everything cleared out, like a big fat check came through for me, right? Because things are always working out for me. But when I tithe, it really helps me flex that muscle of faith, of having faith in my knowing that what I put out comes back to me tenfold, no matter what. Whether it's what I put out love-wise comes back, whether I put out, conscientiousness or kindness, it comes back to me. Money, same thing. If I give my time, I give my talent and my treasure. I really am someone who does my best to tithe my time, talent, and treasure every week, right? I do service work at Just Food. I coach people for free here and there. Like, I do my best to do time, talent, and treasure no matter what, because it helps me flex my muscle of turning it over, right? I know that sounds silly, but that's one of ways that I do it is when I'm writing that check, I let it go. I turn it over. And it's a muscle that I've flexed that now I'm pretty good at it, right? I'm pretty good at like knowing that what I give out comes back to me. So no matter what, I give my time, talent, and treasure, knowing it's going to come back. And that's another way that I demonstrate my faith in turning it over. So just a reminder again, next slide, that God is in you, right? You cannot get God love out of you, whatever you want to call it. I could call it good too. You can't get it out. It's all in there. It's all part of you. And sometimes we need to just take a pause and let the ocean guide the wave, right? And so for me, turning it over is such a powerful tool that I have in my toolbox. And I really do flex that muscle of just turning it over. When I ask my coaching clients, can you, they'll tell me, blah, 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 and the first thing I say is, can you let that go? And people will be shocked. They go, what do you mean, let that go? What? It's like, let go of all those complaints I just said? Yes, that's it. Let that go. What? Right? It's like, it's not easy. It's not the common conversation, right? And we don't have common conversations in here. Y'all, we are on the leading edge of we are leading the edge of the spiritual movement in our world right now. We don't have common conversations. We have powerful conversations. And turning it over like this is a powerful, powerful tool. So before I go, I want to give you a copy of my audiobook, let you know that that's free for you. There's another poster of that out there, so you can text that. Give us your email address. We'll send you a link. You can have my audiobook. I have my books out there. They do cost money. I would love donation for those, but like $10 is good for those books that are out there. And, I'm everywhere, so you can stay in touch with me on social media if you'd like. But most importantly, I cannot tell you how blessed I feel to be a part of this community and to have the opportunity to share my gifts with you and to be present to yours. We have more powerful community than we've ever had. We are a thriving spiritual community. We are sharing love, we're building bridges, and we're inspiring transformation. Yes, we are. So thank you for having me.
Thank you. God is in everything I see. God is wherever I may be. God is the life in you and me. God is I am. God is in everything I see. God is wherever I may be. God is the life in you and me. God is I am. God is in everything I see. God is wherever I may be. God is the life in you and me. God is I am. God is in everything I see. God is wherever I may be. God is the life in you and me. God is I am. God is in everything I see. God is wherever I may be. God is the life in you and me. God is I am. God is the life in you and me. God is I am.
Get centered. Find your center. Get yourself comfortable. If you feel good about it, close your eyes. Take a few deep centering breaths. Feel the relaxation it brings as you breathe out. We're just going to take a moment just to be here in this moment, leaving all the worries and anything we want to turn over We're going to go within. I invite you to relax your jaw. And here in this moment, while we know that all is well, some of you are dealing with some painful things. You have friends you're worried about. You have family members that are hurtful. You have concerns. We're going to take a minute to take all those. This is your opportunity to use your imagination. When I meditate, I like to imagine that I can call in anybody who's crossed over to come and be with me, and I do that now. I invite all the light beings that want to join us, and some of our past congregational members have moved on. Come on in, be with us. I like to invite my spirit guides and my angels. You go ahead and invite anybody else you'd like to see or be with. Your dogs. And as we sit together and just be still and be at peace in this moment, I want you to just gather those things that you might need to turn over. And I want you to imagine fitting them all inside of a globe. I'm just going to put them all inside like a circular. I'm imagining myself like a sticky bubble kind of thing, maybe. An orb, for lack of a better word. I want you to go ahead and take a minute and just put every worry you have inside your own orb. I'm going to give you a second to think about the things that might concern you. Just put those in that orb. And now, like a bubble that can float up and out and away from you, I want you to imagine that. I want you to imagine all those worries and all those fears lifting up in that bubble, floating up to where you can't hardly see it anymore. And it's released from you now. You have let it go. And now in its place, I want you to focus on your heart chakra, that warm place in your heart. If you can open that up and just be in that space for a moment. Fill that space up with the love that's in this room, with the love of the Holy Spirit. There it is. Now as we sit here together in all is well, in this moment, just be still and be silent for a few minutes. As we start to come back into this room, you wiggle your fingers and your toes and you start to be back here, fully present. I invite you in this coming week that every time you have a worry or a fear, you remember that you have access to turning it over. And that there's other places where you can focus, and if there's healing needs to happen, we can ask for that. But that this week you shift your focus to what's working in your lives. You shift your focus to the love that's in this room, that's present in our town, versus the fear and all the noise. And as you come back to me, and open your eyes and wiggle your toes, you're so beautiful. From here, your light is like, so thanks for being that light. Thanks for being part of this powerful spiritual community. Namaste.
This is one by the folk singer Joe Jinks, who was in the Midwest a few years back. Some of you may have seen him. Come with me. I feel the current raging around me. Try to summon up my strength once more. I am weary on this journey. Afraid I will not reach that distant shore. I cry for help. Feel like I'm singing. There is no one near me. I can see that there you are in the water with me. Take my hand and guide me graciously. Will you come with me on this journey? Every breath we take, keep reaching.
with me on this journey. With every breath we take, keep reaching for the dawn. I know alone that I will falter. And maybe I will carry on. I know alone that I will falter. With a good friend near me, I will carry on. With a good friend near me, I will carry on.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. As our ushers come forward for our time of thanks, I invite you to join me as we hold our gifts to this community in our hands and love in our hearts. Let's affirm together. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. As the love offering is collected, let's join Holly in singing, I release, I let go.
I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith, I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God.
As our ushers come forward, here's our prayer of thanks. Please listen. We are grateful and we bless the flow of good that supports our Unity community. We bless the givers who give their time, talent, and treasure. We stand in the knowing that the flow of good goes forth only to return again and again, and so it is. Amen. A quick announcement from our Phil Roger. There he is.
We're all familiar with the movie where they build it and they will come. Well, that's kind of where our activities program is right now. Last Friday, we had a professional musician come, and he was just about the only one here. And he even said, well, looks like maybe I'll just have to come every other year. And it was a very disappointing turnout. And I'm kidding, there's about 12 of us. But still, and only about 3 or 4 of those were Unity people. So we're at a point now where I'm having to review the wisdom of continuing on. Maybe we have too many activities. Now, it was pointed out that we need childcare, and so we're looking for someone who could take that little job, and maybe more people could come. But we have 3 events coming up in the next 2 months that are like pure sound. You know, God's name is actually Om. It's not George. Well, it is, but, you know, it's not. So anyhow, so I just want to point out that, you know, in a work of art, whether it's a visual art, musical art, any kind of art, is actually completed not by the performer or the artist, but by the experiencer, the audience. We finish works of art in our own mind. We bring our own energy. So I think it's important to understand that what we're witnessing and experiencing is co-creation. And that is a very spiritual thing to participate in. So even if we're not interested in what's going on exactly, just by being here in community is really worthwhile. So what we try and do is to have activities that are both spiritual and community building, that are entertaining and fun, yes, and joyful, but also they can deepen our inner work. And so we have some speakers coming up. Now, we're pretty much booked up, but I have 2 months, August and whatever's after that, where I'm considering just not having a unity talk. But I'm trying to find people that are working, in spirit and giving to the community. We have Catherine Andreas, and I'm working to get Dan Wildcat here in October. So we're trying to put together some really worthwhile things. But if we don't have the support, like Matt, he lost money. He's a traveling troubadour. And so it's kind of an embarrassment in a way, not really, but kind of. So anyhow, I just wanted to put that out there and those of you that do come and support these activities, and I understand there's so much going on in everybody's life. I understand that, but I just really appreciate those of you that have come out and supported these things. And I hope you consider, everything's in the bulletin. We're working on publicity, marketing, and so forth. So we're in progress. We're building it, and hopefully you will come. Thank you.
Thank you, Phil. I will immediately desist calling God George. So upset about that. Okay, here we go. Welcome to our guest today. Thank you for joining us. If you would like more information about the Unity Movement, Unity of Lawrence, please pick up a welcome packet in the foyer. Sunday Lunch Bunch is meeting at the Big Mill, 900 Mississippi Street. Everyone is welcome. Lessons in Survival Italian is meeting today at 4 p.m. The book study, Becoming Supernatural, continues in June on the following Mondays. Tomorrow, June 5th, and June 19th at 6 p.m. Remember that open meditation is on Tuesdays at 6:30 p.m. Join Cindy Whitmer this Friday, 6:30 p.m. for our continuing Unity Talks series. And our own Holly has a quick announcement.
Okay, for those of you who are interested in being part of the POSI conference that's coming up at Unity Village, you have an opportunity to be a concert goer. There's 4 nights of concerts from June 21st through the 24th. And we're talking national POSI musicians and some local folks as well. If you are interested in that, please see me. There's a $50 for these concerts, and that's a really great deal.
Let's see. This month's potluck is next Sunday, June 11th, and it's a picnic. Bring your chairs. We will be under the trees on the east side of the building. Please sign up in the foyer for items to bring to the barbecue. Please join us next Sunday when Robin Goff brings us the message From Climate Change to Culture Change, special music with Catherine Lorenzen. And now it's time to rise as you are able and sing the peace song.